Stop! Police!
Oh, shit.
We have a multiple 600 in progress for most of each. Subject is 25 and appears to have shit his pants.
Get back here!
Hey, what's up? This is Community Service with Craig Conant. That's me.
I've never been arrested, and I don't have any good getting laid stories.
I don't get laid that much.
Are you recording? Well, fuck, I guess we're just starting off. Well, here's the Unprepared Podcast. That's what I fucking should have called it.
But
huh?
what about that
Hang
guy?
on, let me do the little intro. Can I do the little intro? Jesus. Hey, welcome to Community Service with Craig Conant. This is Kevin Fard. He's my lawyer that won the case of Trader Joe's.
Yeah. I'm not your lawyer. I have a problem with this. You keep saying "your" in like a possessive. If you don't pay me or I don't make any money off of it,
I bought
I'm
you
not
2
your.
breakfasts.
You bought me 1 breakfast. What was the other breakfast?
Didn't I buy you carnies or swingers or something? I bought you 2 dinners.
So you bought my 1 scoop of ice cream at Swingers?
It's something.
I'm just saying, somebody came up to me and they're all, "Oh, you're a comedian too?" Because I was listening to Craig and I thought you were just a lawyer. Because everybody keeps saying, he's my lawyer. I'm a comedian that happens to have pity on my fellow comedians.
You're a lawyer.
I am a lawyer, but I'm not your lawyer. So stop saying I'm your lawyer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I won't plug you anymore.
All right, I take that back. You can say whatever you want as long as you say
Heavens
my name.
forbid I get you a little business there, Kevin. My lawyer.
Do you think one of your listeners? I did get a couple other guys that have a podcast. They were just running my name as like an advertisement. Like they didn't even tell me, and I got a call. You know John and Tom. They have the Chad Goes Deep podcast.
Yeah, I love them. Yeah,
and they were just advertising me without telling me. And it's like they're all surfers that listen to it and stuff. So I got a call one day. He's all, "Hey man, I got a DUI," and I thought they were pranking me, but it was a real call.
Real?
I didn't get a sign up from him, but maybe I'll get one of your guys.
yeah. I know I got some criminal listeners. Because that just running from the cops is fun. It's exciting. It's sad when you go to jail, but something about that adrenaline that gets here.
Is it okay if I manspread here? I feel like Is this manspreading?
I
Are we
mean,
doing
it is.
this? All right.
Jesus, those some tight jeans. Fucking moose knuckle to my right. Jesus, get a little.
That's the
Get a
style
size
now.
bigger, sir.
That's the style now.
Get a size bigger. So this is my lawyer, Kevin Fard, and I didn't even know he had a problem with that. But it's also funny, dude. It's funny.
Well, I'm not the expert on that. So
Yeah. It's anyways, he's a comedian first.
thank you.
Then a lawyer who happened to represent me pro bono to win my unemployment case from Trader Joe's because they denied my EDD. That sounds like erectile dysfunction, but there's an extra D and it's employment department. I don't know. It's
Employment something.
It's fucking a real thing.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
don't
me
know.
trying to be funny. It's the employer dick. Whatever the fuck it's called.
I don't know. Don't ask me. I really have no idea. I just did your
What's
case, but I had no
What's
idea.
EDD stands for?
I don't know.
Employment
Hey,
development.
Siri, what does EDD stand for? Well, fuck you
Oh, wait.
then, Siri.
Wait, I got it. Hold on. No, it's not on there.
Anyways.
Are you sure it's even EDD?
Yes, it is EDD. I have the app on my phone.
This isn't making me sound like a.
Yeah, my lawyer's
lawyer,
unprepared. Hold tight, podcast. Well, let's go back.
don't
Why
really
are you
think
so
that's
upset that I called you my lawyer? What's the big deal?
I'm not. I was just breaking your balls. I'm trying
What's
to
the
be
big deal,
interesting
man?
here. I don't like. A lot of people do that. They go, "Oh, he's my lawyer. He's my lawyer." They're not. He's my. Let's put him on a show. He's my comedian. I feel like sometimes when I go to the comedy clubs, it turns into just like a legal aid clinic
Well,
where
yeah.
people are just asking me, which is fine. I'm just complaining about it. But they don't go, and by the way, I got a show coming up. You want to do a show? Nope, just help me out legally.
Employment Development
Did I say development? I think I said
Department. That's really funny, though. I was listening and multitasking. That's a first. That's a record first. Is the fact that you go to the fucking comedy club and all the comedians are like kind of, we're just a little bit criminals.
Yeah.
Not all of us, but a lot of us are in and out of trouble and drinking and drugging, and he just gets solicited for advice all the time.
It's never serious. Like yours was probably one of the more serious. It's always bullshit.
Oh,
like how do I get out of jury duty? I have this nothing that
just
makes
don't respond.
Huh?
Don't respond.
I'm
Right?
I'm here
You're
to
not
help.
allowed to say.
I'm here to help.
Yeah, okay, jury
I'm
duty
just-
fuck faces. Let me tell you what I do. First of all, if you become a felon, no jury duty. So there's an upside to being a felon. Secondly,
But you're not a felon.
no, I almost was.
So why are
I
you
got
saying
the charges dropped. I'm
Oh,
just
you
saying.
almost okay.
Assault on a horse officer is a felony? Who'd have thunk it? Anyways,
Did you say assault on a horse officer?
yeah.
What is that a joke?
Yeah, I wish it was. It is a joke, actually. It's one of my favorite joke stories. That's a true thing.
Oh,
the
okay, I
firecrackers
get
at
it
the
now.
horses. You know that
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
It's a true. Anyways, so if you're a felon, no more jury duty. But guess what, guys? If you get the letter in the mail, don't call, don't respond, nothing. Burn it, throw it away. No, you never got that.
You want to hear my take?
You never got it. What are they gonna do? They can't prove this. There's no notary watching you open your mouth. I didn't get it.
Well,
I didn't get it.
You're technically right, not because of that, but I don't think they have the resources to go after people that don't do jury duty.
Just
but
never
if
respond.
you do that, you're an asshole. And here's why.
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, you got to do your civil duty. Ooh.
Well, look, all you
I'm
guys,
American. Hey,
Every-
guess what? I'm
everybody's.
drinking Chinese mineral water right now. You fucking American.
You want a stream of conscious there?
I got lead in my blood.
Look, Craig, let me tell you how it is. Everybody now complains about the criminal justice system and how it's unfair and everything. Everybody's complaining about how everything's not fair, everything's wrong. But then the same people don't want to do jury duty. So when we go to trial and we have to select a jury, it's just a bunch of old white women in there deciding all the cases. So if you would have stopped being an asshole, the number one reason that people tell me they can't do it, they're all, what if I have an audition? Like,
Sir.
and then you're not going to get the audition. Go there, do jury duty, be in the jury, get those criminals off.
Sir, why are you yelling? Why are you yelling?
'Cause I'm
We're
pissed-
not
I'm
in
pissed
court.
off.
All right, you may have an extremely valid point, but what if I get an audition to be in a weed commercial for $400?
Then you can tell them that.
non-union and get used and abused.
The majority of people that get jury duty are done in a day anyways. They get dismissed. It's pretty interesting to be on a jury if it's a criminal case.
Oh man, I made a mistake inviting my lawyer on the podcast. Fucking boring. Hey.
I'm not laughing over here.
I know you're not. You're over here with your debriefings and your fucking tight nutsack over there, just fucking spread eagle jaundice.
Oh, you think? Thank you. It's
What
tight.
did I just say? I don't even know.
You said I had a tight nutsack, and I'm taking that as a
I
compliment.
also called you spread eagle jaundice. I don't even know what that means.
Jaundice is like a disease.
I know, and it doesn't make sense. I know what it is. I don't know why I strung that sentence
Are
together.
you getting intimidated? Am I making you nervous?
Yeah,
Okay, I
real
guess not.
intimidated.
With that burp.
That's what I do. Keep talking.
Why do I? You're the host.
I'm just
I was-
enjoying the moment.
Oh,
It can be lulls in life.
all right.
So,
You know what? I need to change my attitude here. I need to get into
Yeah,
Craig. I need to
get
just,
in.
Get
relax.
more relaxed.
Take some CBD oil. So I got this motherfucker some CBD. They give me a product, and I give them a shout out on my podcast. It's quite the business adventure. Can't wait to move out of my studio with no kitchen.
Do you mean business venture?
What did I say?
You said business adventure.
Oh, whatever. Fucking lawyer McGee over here, all technical. business venture.
Well, if you're gonna plug the company, don't make it sound like they
Well, they're,
destroyed your brain.
They it was destroyed long before I met them. Anyways, ABX and CBD Care by Design and cookies, the weed. They give me weed and CBD oil and the shit that has little to no THC I take, which I don't know.
The 18-to-1.
The 18-to-1. I don't know what that's doing for my sobriety, but guess what? I love it. I fucking love it. I hate how immediately I got addicted to the process because they give you a little CBD vape pen. I don't get high from it, but the fact that it tastes like marijuana makes me like Jones for it, and I'm like, okay. My rule is like I gotta wait till nighttime before bed, but I fucking fiend for it immediately upon tasting it, and I don't even get high.
What
Anyways,
does the CBD do to you compared to like getting high? Like, what is the feeling?
so the CBD for me, it relaxes me and it kind of shuts off my manic thoughts, like my anxiety. I guess it just kind of just goes over my brain and just puts a little bit more of a chill mode on my neurotic thoughts, which I love. So thank God for that. But then it doesn't get me high, and then I want to get high, and it's like a loophole in the sober system in my head. It's like, oh, and like I don't even know what you're supposed to take 2 puffs. It's a vape pen, but I'll take like 12. I'm like, maybe I could feel it if I keep hitting it. And I don't, and it makes me sad, and I'm just chasing.
What was the
Trying
drug
to
that
get
threw
high.
you over the edge when you were...
I loved cocaine and Oxycontin, baby.
Oxycontin. There you go.
Woo! That was my shit. Anyways, even if CBD may have fucked with my sobriety, it's not cocaine and Oxycontin. So
There you go.
I'm kind of okay with that. And what happened is they give these guys, they're really generous, and they give me weed pills, weed, CBD oil, CBD vape pens, CBD pills. And if they have crazy amounts of THC in them, obviously I can't take them because I'm trying to be sober here. And also I might die because they gave me 100 milligram
Oh, yeah.
weed pills. 100 milligram.
That's
I
a
used to
lot.
take like 40 milligram hash oil edibles or whatever, concentrates, and that shit would fly me to the moon. Anyways, I gave all my 100 milligrams away to you and a couple to you, right?
Yeah.
And a couple to my neighbor. I give my neighbor weed for free internet.
But
Doesn't
I'm
fucking
scared.
work that
You
good,
got to
though.
work your way up to the 100. Like, have you done 100 before?
No, I don't think I'll ever
I-
take one.
I gave him 100 milligrams.
I
I said,
had-
take it,
don't-
and then I'll have you on my podcast, and we'll talk about it. This pussy bitch lawyer over here.
I'm gonna
didn't
work
even
up to
fucking
it.
take it yet.
You got to work
Yo.
up to it. You don't just go 100.
Shut the fuck up. You dive in.
You don't
That's what
dive-
do.
no, you don't dive into
in,
that.
You fucking scratch your nuts raw. That's
You
what
don't
you do.
dive into that. You go into like a prison that you can't get out of.
Fucking pussy over here. You
gotta
know?
work your way up. Slowly
work your way
up.
Yeah. Fucking eat it, sniff it, fucking dive in, motherfucker.
Are you talking about weed or pussy? Eat it and
All
sniff
of it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You just fucking go big or go home, baby. Coming from a sober guy, I'm encouraging people to just overdose.
Did you ever do 100 when you were?
I'm telling you right now, I'm sure I ate well over that. I remember an ex-girlfriend of mine years back. I must have been 22, and her sister like fucking fell off a building and broke her spleen or something. Anyways, she had a history of addiction to pills and
Yeah.
Oxycontin and whatever, and she opted out for weed pills, and this is government made. They're called Marinol, and it said take one. It was balls of liquid THC when it was illegal. This is like 12 years ago, and it was pure. And she told me that like only, severe cancer patients get this. Like it was 1% of people being prescribed this. Most people just got heroin. God bless America. And so it said take one every 6 hours. So I took 6 because I'm a degenerate, dumb fuck, dumb. And as many of you know, when you take edibles, you don't think that they're working, and you forget that you take them. So I took 6 of something I'm supposed to take 1 of every 6 hours that's prescribed to cancer patients and people that break their spleen and spinal cord. And I'm sober, not sober, but I take 6, and I can't feel it. I start smoking, and then like my buddy leaves, and I'm just chilling on the couch by myself, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm in a horror movie to where my brain is functioning, but I can't move my body. I'll never forget when I realized, because I was smoking too, and I get a text, and it's old school flip phone text with T9. Remember that T9 response? And I can't read the text, I can't see the text, and I can't respond to the text. And I'm like, what's wrong with me? And I am so fucked up that the TV's on and I'm staring at the wall behind the TV, literally, not a joke, just like stuck into a horror story to where I can't move my body, but my brain is still active. And I'm just like, just get up, walk to your bed. Just walk to your fucking bed. And I can't even do that. I can't even pick up my leg. I can't understand what's on the TV. I can't read my text. And I'm like, I'm going to die. Like, I'm going to fucking die off of weed. And of course I didn't, because weed is God's flower. He shat out. And anyways, I was high for about 14 hours. I finally managed to go to bed. I laid there in a catatonic anxiety panic attack of just like, I'm so high, I don't think I'll ever recover from this. And of course, actually maybe I didn't. I don't know, but yeah, I just was stuck.
Yeah, that's
I
what the
was
100's
stuck.
gonna do to.
Yeah, I know. So fucking do it.
Look,
Does that sound so bad?
I did about 30 in Vegas this summer. I was at the pool, and we went big. We got a cabana, and my friend had this big Chewy, and I guess some of them, I don't know why they don't separate off, like, it should be like 10 milligrams is this much, 10 milligrams is this much, and he had this gummy, and I went and I didn't see the wrapper or anything. I asked him, how much did you have? And he's all, this much. I'm all right, this guy's a bitch. I'll take this much. And I had it, and I started just feeling it. And then I'm all, wait a minute, what's going on here? And I went and looked at the wrapper, and it was 100 milligram thing. And I had at least about 30. I actually gave the same amount to my girlfriend who's never done it before, because I thought we were taking about 10. And, she went into a whole like spiral of having a bad trip and thinking about death.
Of course.
I was just, if you've ever been to Caesar's Palace, have you been to Caesar's Palace?
Yeah.
And so very amazing architecture, it has all those, it looks like a Roman building. They have this big statue of horses, and I'm just sitting on the chair, and I'm just freaking out over architecture. Like, how is this building?
It's weird how it does make you
Even- yeah.
appreciate everything. Be like, oh, look at the dowel in that wood over there.
Yeah.
Some craftsman made that. Like, just,
So I've never had really a bad trip. I just went back to early civilization in that trip, but that's about 30 that I had there. 100, I need to build up to it. I need to go.
You
10,
need to just
20.
fucking take it
It's
and
like
have
working
a
out.
existential crisis, panic, and your heart's in your throat, and you think you're gonna die, and it makes you appreciate life. That possible death scenario of never coming back to reality, and you're perma-fried.
That's the thing about the weed, the pills though, is like
I used to go there a lot.
Yeah, you can't get out of it. You know what we were doing? There's this one pool at the Caesar's Palace that has these waterfalls, and like every 20 minutes, or just let's go to the waterfall and let the water fall on us, and just trying to get out of it. But you can
can't
never get out.
That's the thing with eating it. It's in your digestive system. It lasts a long time. You know what I just touched base on, and it made me think of the horrible part of the addictive personality of constantly always wanting to go there, and then you get there and you're like, uh-oh, this was a mistake. I'm too fucked up. But yet you keep doing it, and it's an insane cycle, and it's not necessary. And I wish that I could just be appropriate. But here I am 5 years sober, and I get one puff of CBD, and I'm like, maybe if I hit it 19 times, it just doesn't go away, and it's an annoying bug in my DNA and in most people's DNA. They can't just take one. That's back to you being a bitch. Just take the 100 milligrams. I'm just kidding. Don't
I
do
will
it.
take it eventually.
Okay. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Even the weed guys that make and manufacture, and they're like, dude, this one will kill you. And these are guys that eat, smoke, and work in the weed industry. And that always gets me excited. Don't take this, you might die.
Yeah.
Or be home and don't drive.
Yeah, the best one is that clip. I think you can see it on YouTube of, I guess there's these cops, and they, I guess, confiscated some edibles or brownies or something, and then they ate. You've heard that one,
Yeah,
and then they
yeah.
eat it, and then they call 911. And they're all, oh, we're dead.
I have seen and heard about that, and that's amazing, and that's how strong weed is. But the beautiful thing about weed is you don't die, and it's not crack, so you're not going to lose your children and whatnot, most likely, unless it's in fucking Texas and they got them strict-ass, bitch-ass laws still, and they're not enlightened like California
Oh,
and Colorado.
they're doing a lot of shit here, and what they're doing now is in the legal field, they're trying to get people on weed DUIs.
But there's no proof. How do they prove that?
It's well, exactly. So, with alcohol, at least they've tried to get some like studies. I mean, the studies aren't great, but to show like if you have this amount of alcohol in your system, that means you are too impaired to drive. But they don't have any of those studies for weed. So they don't know, like, if you have this much active THC in your system, that this means you're too impaired to drive. And then, some people have higher tolerance than others.
And also, it stays in your bloodstream
Yeah.
for like 30 days, so you could smoke and then technically have it in your bloodstream and be completely sober, and it was from weeks prior.
Technically, they're trying to measure that. So there's active THC, and then the non-active THC stays in your system. But regardless, what ends up happening in LA, at least, is the officer pulls you over, smells weed in your car. Maybe you just bought some, or you smoked earlier, or he asks you if you smoked any, and then he just arrests you. And we end up going to court, and then I have one case right now where I'm going back and forth with the prosecutor, and they're all most of them are complete bullshit. It's just you admitted that you smoked weed a couple hours ago, so you have a DUI now. So
back to point A. Keep your fucking mouth shut and get a lawyer.
keep it shut.
Keep your fucking mouth shut. What do you say? Nothing.
Give them your ID.
You give me your ID. They say you smoke weed. Never in my life, sir. What's that weed in your pocket? I found it. It looked pretty to me.
Do you want to tell your listeners what to do if you get pulled over?
Say nothing, lawyer.
There we go.
Say nothing.
Say nothing.
Say nothing. But back to driving on marijuana. First of all, back to eating too much hash oil edibles, because that was my shit, because it wasn't 100% legal, and I don't know, but hash oil edibles were the shit. I'm sure they still make them. Anyways, I ate way too much hash oil edible once again, because that's what I fucking do. And I was driving to go have lunch with my mother.
You shouldn't do
And
that.
yeah, I'm a man. That's what you do. And then as I was driving from Hollywood to Wilmington, the ghetto, baby, halfway there, it started to kick in so hard and so severe. I was like, I can't do this. I can't even drive right now. And I pulled over, called my mom, canceled lunch, and called my buddy Abby to pick me up. I was like, hey, you got to come pick me up. I'm too fucked up. My point being is that's what weed oil does to you. And that's how awesome it is, because if I was, let's say I was on alcohol, cocaine, and Oxycontin, I would have kept driving, and just felt good. And that's probably much more dangerous. But I was so cautious, like, oh my God, this is a video game,
Yeah. You obviously definitely shouldn't get high and then drive. But what's happening is just everybody is getting high 2 or 3 hours before and then getting a DUI out of it, which is equally
Weed doesn't last that long.
bullshit. Yeah.
Anyways.
Let's talk about your have you gone into your Trader Joe's case?
Not yet. I'm still scared.
What are you scared of? What?
Oh, I thought you meant my ex place of employment. No,
Yeah.
I've never been in the building since I've been fired.
Oh no, I meant have you talked in depth about what happened?
Have we?
Not on the podcast.
Okay. Well,
And, why are you scared? Why haven't you done that?
we could talk because
Let's
I
talk
wanted my
about
lawyer
it.
to talk about it and what
Let's
I can
talk
say and
about
what
it.
I can't say. Say nothing. What do you mean? Why? You know the moral of the story. Keep your fucking mouth shut, America. You say nothing, you're guilty to nothing. You get a lawyer and you beat it. Don't you watch The Sopranos?
So are we not allowed to be negative about Trader Joe's on this podcast?
I still love Trader Joe's. They got delicious snacks. What the fuck?
This
we
is
talking about?
so this is the weird thing about you is that, you know, in my opinion, Trader Joe's did you wrong, but you still love them.
Yeah, I have Stockholm
Yeah,
syndrome. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
that's-
I got it right.
I can't tell whether it's you're just an insanely positive guy or you're just like a battered woman syndrome or Stockholm syndrome.
a little bit of both.
Because my opinion, am I coming off it? I feel like I'm coming off really negative here, but my opinion is that they fucked you over.
Okay, if they fucked me over, fuck them. But I was told a lot of different things from a lot of different people. And even the judge said, hey, Trader Joe's didn't block this. The state did.
Okay, but so you want to hear my rationale? This is why I think they fucked you over. What you were doing in Trader Joe's with all those stupid those great videos.
Great video.
Great videos. If you worked for me and I saw you doing that, I would have said, hey, cut it out or you're going to get fired. But what they did is you started doing the videos and then they're all, ooh, this is funny. And they let you do it for 2 years. And then corporate saw the videos 2 years later. And then they came down and the manager saw are you getting uncomfortable here?
Yeah.
The manager is getting heat from corporate. So he writes this little bullshit thing that says, oh, we know nothing about we knew nothing about what he was doing. We just saw this and we have to fire him because of that. But what they should have done is given you a warning. You were doing this for 2 years and they never gave you a warning to cut it out or you're going to get fired. So I'm not saying from what you were doing they couldn't fire you, but the fact that, and this is why you won your unemployment case, is they let it go on for a couple years. They should have just given you a warning. And you worked for them for since 2007?
10.75 years.
Okay, so you worked for them for 10 years. So you were, we saw your performance reviews, and you had a lot of very, very good performance reviews.
I was a good employee. I
Even
don't
a
look
month-
like it, but I
a
was.
month before you were fired. I think you got we could be wrong on this, but I think you got a raise and you got a good performance
I
review.
got a bonus.
You got
I
a bonus.
I got the double bubble, as they call it.
So
it's the real thing.
What should have happened is when corporate came down on him, they should have given you a warning. And they should have said, hey, you need to cut this out or you're going to get fired, and then fired you. Now, I'm not saying they couldn't have just done what they did, but then you had to go through all that stuff with the unemployment department and stuff like that. So what I think was done wrong is that they did not, after 10 years of service with them, they didn't even have the decency to at least give you, which they probably usually do in these situations. Most big employers, they will have a system where unless you do something so like egregious that they have to get rid of you right away, they usually give you a warning.
You are a lawyer.
Look at this. See, I had to go do this for you because he wants to go in there and
It's
be like,
okay.
I love Trader Joe's, but please win my case.
I just understand. I'm just okay. Yeah, sure. Everything you said does make sense, but like my managers were cool as fuck, and they didn't give a fuck. My manager that fired me literally went to my show on a Saturday and then fired me on a Tuesday. Like, he was dope. I know exactly what happened. Corporate saw and go, oh, fuck this kid, get him out of there. And then to save his own ass,
Yeah.
he was just like, which I don't care. The guy fucking is getting married and makes $100,000 a year. I'm not gonna throw
Oh, no,
him under the bus.
We're
too.
not talking about him. I'm just saying what corporate should have.
Corporate was
The whole system should have been.
corporate was pieces of shit, and they should have gave me a warning and should have let me keep my job. But getting fired was probably the best thing that ever happened to me, because unfortunately, me and my style of life, the way I live it, that was a weird way to say that sentence, but I need an arrest. I need something to blow up in my face. I need to get fired in order to take the next leap, the next step, because something about me is pussyfooting around that I don't want to take that leap yet. And God or the universe or Allah or Buddha or Muhammad fucking Ali they just kicked me, and it's like, well, I gotta fly now. And it was awesome because now I don't have a day job. I only have my career and my passion and my love and my baby. Unfortunately, that it takes getting fired for farting to push me to that when I should have just left on my own and just done that. But like I said a moment ago, I need the pillars to crumble, and then I rebuild. And it's an unfortunate theme that keeps reoccurring in my life.
So what do you think your next crumble is? You don't even know yet.
We'll find out. But I'm sure it'll be devastating to my life, but also funny. So that's the silver lining. So,
Yeah, you don't need to be at that job for their 10 years. It's enough.
That's enough. It's just crazy that it always takes an event, for me to get into comedy and to get sober. It took 2 assault charges on officers of the law, 1 human, 1 horse, and that seed had always been in my head. I need to get sober. I need to do comedy.
Oh, so that's a true story? You assaulted a horse?
Yeah, man. Don't you listen to anything I fucking say?
I don't. I'm sorry, Craig. I'm your friend, but I don't come fucking sit on your shows and.
You don't take notes?
I don't take notes.
Yeah.
Did I show you that one of your fans wrote on my Instagram and she said, "Hey, she said, hey, you want to go see you want to go to a Craig Conant show with me?"
And I
Like,
can't
she's
believe
like,
you didn't say yes.
No, why would I go to? But I guess they're that big of your fans where they think, I'm one of your fans where I'm gonna go, sit down and pay and have a 2-drink minimum to see you, which I would if I wasn't a comic, because I can just see it for free.
I know. For those of you that don't know comics, we get unlimited amounts of comedy for free. So the last thing we ever want to do is go to a show since we've watched thousands of hours. And yes, we get into comedy because we love it, but once you're in it a minute, the last thing you want to do is watch comedy, is because it then becomes your whole life. It's kind of like the chef going home and then he doesn't want to cook because he just cooked for 10 hours. He doesn't want to do it anymore. So as a comedian, we'll get asked like, "Hey, you want to go to a show?" And it's like, no, because that's all I do. I eat, live, and breathe and shit this shit. I don't want to watch this shit anymore.
But the benefit is the mobility. So you can go into a club.
Yeah.
If somebody's on stage, you can go watch them, and then you can get out of
I
there.
literally
You
saw
don't have to
Dave
be stuck.
Chappelle last night. It's kind of hard to go watch a Bob Kentucky over here when I just seen the fucking one of the goats do it.
I saw Bob Kentucky. He was great.
You did?
Yeah, Bob Kentucky.
Wait, where were we at? We're on a train of thought. Oh, yeah. I guess that's it. It just takes a horrible event in my life to change everything. And usually not even just one, maybe about a half dozen to a dozen of them to where I'm like, okay, I get it, Muhammad. I get it. That was an Ali callback, and it deserved more, you motherfuckers.
I'm sorry, I zoned out. You lost me on your train of thought. Wasn't that inspirational?
Hey, I've been there 1,000 times. I get it, brother. I get it. Somebody will just be spitting straight fire, and I'll be staring at a rock, and they're like, "You get it?" I'm like, "Yeah." No, I didn't. I was staring at fucking this Kentucky rock over here. Oh, another. You guys fucking can lick my butthole. Keep talking, lawyer.
I can't just do this. I can't. You've got to have. Did you have any ideas before I came in?
No, I
was
just
the one
fucking
that's-
wing it.
I've
been doing it my whole life.
About the
Seems to be
Trader
going
Joe's.
well. I don't have a kitchen. Every dish I do in my goddamn bathtub is just. I'll be happy. I'll be at a good place. Like, wow, I'm getting stuff. I got a little fan base. They like my comedy. I got a bed that's comfortable. And then I go do a dish in my bathtub, and the fucking levels of happiness just crumble, and I feel sad.
I lived in a smaller studio than this.
Yeah.
Well, but although we did, there was a sink. The bathroom sink / kitchen sink was outside of the bathroom, but it was way smaller than this. It was built in. This is a pretty nice studio.
It is a nice studio. I know it feels like I'm complaining, and I am grateful, and I love my little space, and it is truly all I need at this moment in my life. But when I do a dish in the bathtub,
It's sad.
it brings me down. Can you understand that, people? Can you understand that? I am.
Do you bleach out your bathtub before you do the dishes, or you just
Yeah,
washing them?
every time. No, it's a
Disgusting.
fucking dirty piss.
You get pubes on your plate sometimes.
I've actually scrubbed the fuck out of my tub. It's just an old tub and it needs a paint job. I've sprayed it with that foam fucking cleanser and bleach and shit. I even get the 3M mask because it's fucking used the chemical warfare that I don't believe in. It needs a paint job.
No, this is all you need. This is good. In New York, this would be like
In
twice
Mansion.
as expensive. Yeah.
And
Although you could update your furniture a little bit. It looks like you're like a 90-year-old
this is
woman.
Nana's
Are
furniture.
those antiques?
Yeah, and it is a 90-year-old woman, 92 to be exact. You take that back.
Have you taken this shit to Antiques Roadshow? Maybe it's worth something. You could upgrade your
Nah,
apartment.
it's just mine and use a coaster, motherfuckers.
I guess you can't see it if you're listening or even on the GoPro, but maybe you should post a picture. Do you have a website?
I do. I don't keep it up to date.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
Well, all you need is Instagram these days. You don't even need a website. Does anybody even go on people's
It's just
websites
it's
anymore?
just, a little bit. It's once you reach a certain level, it kind of brings all things together because Instagram won't let you have your website link, your podcast link, there's limits to your thing, but a website brings it all in.
Is that your? All right. What is up with these? So I know you're really into plants. You probably talk about this a lot. Are these plants? Do you rotate them inside and outside?
These are my indoor plants, but most of my plants can be indoor or outdoor because the side of the building that they're on doesn't get very much direct sun at all. So they're low light.
So you got a snake plant there.
Mm-hmm.
Snake plants are very durable. I have one of those in mine.
You could not water that fucker for 2 months,
And it doesn't need light.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Hardly needs any light. Snake plant, and that's the gold dust plant, also known as like something croton plant, and then that's just a house plant. I don't know.
I have a
the name
few
of it.
cacti, and they're
I
a
just
little more
realized
difficult.
We might need to edit this part out
Why?
because it's bad to talk about shit you are looking at on a podcast because it's all audio.
Hey,
and
dude, I'm doing my best here. I mean, what do you want me to do you just want me to bring up? Do you want me to interview you? Is that what
yeah,
you want?
Yeah, I depend on my guests to carry my show.
So, like
No.
literally, all you would have to do is get a notepad and say, "This is my guest," and you write like 3 things about that person, and that could carry the entire podcast. And so I already brought up like
I say
2
I'm going to
things.
do that every week, and guess what? Never do it. You know why? Because I live in the moment, and also because I'm not a nerd that does homework. I'm just kidding. I should do my homework.
Looks like this moment you're gonna have to edit out of your podcast. So,
Yeah.
it's not the best moment.
I had stuff I wanted to talk about. You just keep interrupting me with your lawyer mumbo jumbo.
Oh, I'm interrupting you with
Yeah.
the long pauses in between our thoughts.
Yeah, I was just after I was staring into space in oblivion.
In fact, this is what I'm going to do right now, Craig. I'm not talking until you bring up a new topic to go on to. It's just going to be dead silence.
You're right. Oh. Now I know where I'm going with this. Have you ever shit your pants?
I have shit my pants. Actually, that's a very good. So,
Yes.
a couple years ago, I was at the. I used to live in the Valley. So in LA, there's the Valley, and then I don't know where people are listening from, but I was at a comedy club.
All
called-
over, Kevin. I have a worldwide fan base.
I was at
I'm
the.
not kidding. They hit me up from Malaysia and Kuwait and shit. It's quite nice.
I didn't see you around, but do you familiar with the old Ha Ha Cafe? There's
Yeah,
a
I did a
new
couple
Ha Ha
shows there.
Cafe, but in North Hollywood, there's a comedy club called the Ha Ha Cafe, and in the old one, the bathroom situation was you would have to walk through the showroom, and then there was 2 little small bathrooms. It's not
a
great
ideal.
place.
It was a very, very bad location for the restrooms because you literally need to walk through the front of the show. You basically interrupt the show to go to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
and I
Horrible placement.
I just did a set, and I had to go, but at that time I lived in Studio City, which was only about normally a 5-minute drive from the comedy club. So I'll just go home and it will be fine. But the thing unknown in LA
Big
is
mistake.
that you'll find out. So the usual way I would go home is you just hop onto the 101, and I'm like 1 exit away. 1 or 2 exits away really fast. It would be like 30 seconds on the highway. I go, hop onto the 101, traffic, just dead stop traffic. And then I start going, oh, this is not good, you know. And so what usually takes 30 seconds took about, 10 minutes or maybe even longer to get to the
It
exit.
probably was like 7 minutes, but
Oh.
the turd's coming out, so it felt like 9 hours. you
Yeah.
know?
So, so I make it through the traffic. I exit. My apartment was really close to the highway. Pull into the garage. Made it scot-free. Park my car, and I swear to you, right the minute I turned off my ignition, my whole body just relaxed and I just shit my pants.
Oh,
But-
fuck.
See, but you think it's bad, and I thought it was bad. I thought I just shit, and it wasn't like a solid. When you have to shit your pants, it's
If
never
you're
a big
shitting
log.
your pants, it's never
Yeah.
a log. It's a spray and a splatter.
But so
Maybe
yeah.
some Hershey
Yeah,
kisses
it
in
was-
there, but predominantly liquid splatter.
Yeah,
This
so
is getting gross. I love it.
so I thought I just shit up my entire car, and then I sort of look around to assess the situation. No damage. So I sort of waddle out of
What are
my
you wearing? Leather pants?
wearing jeans, just like these jeans. These tight. That's why you wear tight jeans.
Because it holds it in, huh?
Yeah, that's why you wear tight jeans. And so I waddle, let's go back to when I was in elementary school. One time I was biking home and I shit my pants. And I remember the shit came down my pants, legs. So let's go back to then. And now I'm thinking in my mind, this is what happened now. If that made any sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
It dripped
so
down your leg and
I
come
thought
out the
that
old,
was gonna
into the
happen.
old shoe. You shit your
Yeah.
shoe.
But I waddled out of my car, no damage, and I sort of waddle up my stairs, waddle into my apartment, go into my bathroom, I take it off, clean up, put it in a plastic bag, threw it in the garbage, and then I went down and I backtracked, okay? Backtracked down the stairs.
He's a lawyer. Got to
Yeah.
clean up the evidence.
I was going to do a crime.
Girl
I was
see that. Honey, why is there?
Yeah.
Did you melt chocolate up the stairs?
nothing.
Why is there a squirt on every step?
Yeah.
What happened?
But there was nothing.
Smells terrible.
I'm telling you, these Levi's, and if we should get them to sponsor, because these Levi's held it all in.
I can't
not a
believe you
trace.
threw them away. Haven't you heard of
No.
washing your clothes?
No. This is the thing. I needed new jeans anyways. Earlier that week, I was thinking, these jeans.
See?
Every couple
See?
years, the jeans they rip. If you wear tight ones, they rip right under your sack.
You see, Muhammad Ali sent it down.
Yeah.
Sent a squirt down from heaven.
So I was so elated. I literally called everybody I knew, and I was like, "Hey," and I just shit my pants. And people were like, "Why are you telling me you shit your?" I told everybody.
Yeah.
I was so happy. It's an incredible shit my pants story.
It's pretty good. I like it. I can't believe
Almost
that.
shit my pants in court a few times too.
What if there was just one little squirt you didn't see, and it just kind of just stayed there?
Well, it was in the garbage.
No, I meant in your home. Like I just imagine.
Oh.
My Aunt Norma. Shit! I shouldn't have said her name. Who cares? She doesn't even know what a podcast is. She diarrheaed on the floor of her daughter's friend's house, and it was white carpet, And that's the best thing I've
Oh.
ever heard. She was dropping off her daughter at her friend's house, and she had diarrhea and had to go. And then she asked at her daughter's friend's house, "Hey, can I use your restroom?" And on the walk to the restroom, she couldn't hold it, and she wears those loose like sweatpants one. Shit the floor, and just kind of said sorry, and then left. My Norma's shit the floor.
Yeah.
Man, talk about embarrassing for my cousin. I'm sorry about my mom. She does that.
My dog shit his pants recently. He doesn't wear
That
pants.
doesn't fucking count.
But it seemed like he was having diarrhea,
All right.
and he started whining a little bit.
Nobody
and
want to hear about your dog shitting. That's just a dog being a dog. But right now, I saw you have a cute dog. I on my Instagram page for Community Service Podcast, I put a phone number and an email address, and I've been getting voicemails, and I got one, and it made me laugh wholeheartedly. So I'm going to play this voicemail, and hopefully the audio picks it up. But if it doesn't, we'll chop it in later. Are you ready? Silence.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
What up, Craig? This is Tanner from Provo, Utah. I've got a little farce story for you. So I was at my girlfriend's house on Christmas, and we're eating around the dinner table, you know. And I had a fart so bad. It's one of those farts where I knew it had like 15 seconds, and it was coming. So I look on the table, and there's a dinner bell on the table. So I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I'll ring the dinner bell and then fucking let this fart out, you know? So I grab it, and I stand up, and I start ringing it and farting. And there's no bell inside of it. It's empty. So I'm just ringing this bell and fucking... And his whole family knew. And she broke up with me. So now I'm unemployed and single. So that's my story. Thanks, Craig. Love the podcast, man. Bye.
Oh shit!
That's a fantastic.
Wait, so
Thank you,
she-
Tanner.
Do you think she really broke up with him because of that?
I
'Cause the
think
fart,
there was
or just other
more
stuff?
to it, but absolutely that could be the straw that broke the camel's back. I have legitimately been broken up with by a girl because I farted on her birthday in front of her family, and I thought it was hilarious. And everybody laughed, got a big laugh. But she didn't think it was funny, and we broke up. And I knew there was probably more to that situation, but that was the thing where she goes, "Enough," and it was over.
Craig,
So
this
that has legitimately happened to me.
this is actually a very topical voicemail because my girlfriend, or she's actually my fiance. I just don't like saying fiance. It just sounds douchey when you say fiance.
Coming out of your mouth, it does.
Yeah, I can't say it. So I just say girlfriend, and then when we're married, I said when we're married, it would be wife, but no fiance. It was either Friday or Saturday night. I made her cry with one of my. I had a silent but deadly.
I thought this was gonna get dark. I was
No,
like,
no.
don't tell it. I beat her up and she cried.
So
You farted so bad it made your girl cry?
So what happened is we had Thai food the night before at it's called Night Plus Market or Night Market on Sunset. Very good Thai, very good food, but you know, it fucks with you.
a
So
lot of eggs in there, a lot of sulfur.
the rest, yeah. But
What's
it has
up with
good Yelp
eggs
review.
making your farts smell like dinosaur shit?
Well, maybe it is that
What does
sulfur.
dinosaur shit smells like? Probably nothing, petrified. But I don't know. I'll stop talking.
So I was ripping just SBDs all fucking day.
Those are my favorite.
And
They
so-
make me laugh.
But it was accident. So they were accident. Like they were just coming out, and then she would get a whiff of it, and she'd be like, "You asshole!" And I'm like, "It's not. I'm not doing it on purpose." And then she was sort of upset with me. Some girls are different. Like some girls think it's funny. She doesn't think it's funny, and she got really mad at me. And I was like, "Is there anything I can do to make this, make it up? Do you forgive me for doing this?" And she says, "No, I don't forgive you." And then I said, "Well, you're gonna regret that." And I ripped a silent but deadly. And she
Oh yeah, here's a little forgiveness.
she starts crying and storms out of the room. Now she storms out of the room and crying like it was like I did something much worse to her. Like I just abused her. Like
Yeah.
that's how bad this one was.
abused
She
her
goes into the
nose.
room and she's crying, and that's I have made her cry before with my farts too. I farted on her once. I don't know why this gets her. Like if you go to like my sister, if you fart, she thinks it's funny.
Yeah.
A lot of girls, if you fart, you think it's funny, but
Maybe she was abused by farts.
yeah, maybe she has something in her past.
Yeah.
You
Maybe
know,
a priest farted on her face when she was a child.
yeah. But I don't know if I'm. And then she wants to have like a serious talk about it. And then when she's like talking to me about it,
I'm just visualizing that.
she's like, "You were so disrespectful to me," but then she can't like finish like the serious talk without going, "It was so stinky," and I started laughing. I was like, this is funny, you know? Why are you mad at me?" So
I'm just getting a visual of like a priest. They're known to molest, but this molesting priest is just the farter molester priest. He's like, "Come here, young man. Come and smell my ass."
but yeah. But what's his Jeff?
Yeah. Take the pink eye for the Lord, young man. How you like that? You like them dingleberries? Get over here and pray to Jesus. Stick your nose in my ass. I mean, I'm just saying. If
What does your girlfriend think about farts? She think it's funny?
hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny.
Yeah. I for the most part, except when they're really bad. But even then, one time I farted at Disneyland and I just ate like this fried fucking ham and cheese and egg and like on funnel cake. It was just diarrhea city, you know? It was just like, you eat this, like, this is trouble. And I farted outdoors waiting for Indiana Jones. And it was a smell so foul that I just, when you put your head down and you start giggling. And she's like, "What are you laughing at?" And then it hit her and she went, "Oh my God." She's like, "We're outdoors. Like, how is it this potent outside with wind?" And we're sitting next to this family and I just picture them just like passing out and dropping off. And thank God we're near a stroller, so I just blame the baby,
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing about farting near babies and old people. You could blame them so easy. And in school, I used to fart at the pencil sharpener because we had the old school crank.
Oh,
ones
yeah,
that were
that's a
loud.
good idea.
So I was like, "Oh, I'll go fart over here. It's real loud. No one will know." And then at Trader Joe's, if I wasn't busy farting on customers and coworkers and whatnot, I'd fart by the cheese because the cheese is real stinky and just blame the cheese. And I used to love just crop dusting people. It's my favorite. I farted at the store, Comedy Store, just the other night, and it smelled so bad. I farted on this Full Steam Fury, not on him, but near him. And then the smell hit him, and I was laughing, just laughing. I could see the anger in his face. He's like, "Yo, it's not funny, dog." And it made it even more funny. But he was pissed. He's like, "Dude." He's like, "I'm working. I got to stand here."
But so this guy from was it Jeff? What was his name? The guy who left the message.
Tanner from
Oh
Utah.
yeah, Tanner.
Where the fuck you get Jeff from?
I don't fucking Tanner. He didn't explain the stinkiness of the fart. From what it sounded like to me, it was just noises. And that's, if there's no stink behind it, that's just pure hilarity.
I think it's more funny
weren't
when
there
they're
people-
rotten eggs from the devil himself.
But he's in Utah, so maybe it's a little more conservative thing. You don't fart around the dinner table, But you're saying not one person at that dinner table thought this guy ripping ass isn't fucking hilarious?
Yeah.
Maybe she's just so embarrassed.
I think it's my biggest joy in life is laying the most rotten, stinkiest fart known to man, and nobody knows it, and watching people's faces when the smell hits them. You see their joy turn sour, and their day gets their day gets ruined, and it's by your asshole, and that is so priceless. It brings joy. I'm literally about to cry out of laughter from it. It's so funny. It's so funny just to see their day obliterated by your fart. It's fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I know that in comedy, I'm kind of, first I was branded as a Trader Joe's comic. Fine, whatever. I got a fan base now. And then after that, I've been traded as a fart comic. Maybe not the most best,
I should be the fart
best
comic.
brand for Hollywood. You're the lawyer comic.
My name is basically Fart.
You know you can't interrupt me. I'll lose all train of thought. We'll go back to talking about plants. But now I'm known as the fart comic, and it maybe in the world of Hollywood, not the best brand or highbrow humor, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. I laugh every time I fart. They fucking are funny. And when you get those fucking Gondor bell ringing farts from the devil himself, that's Gondor, right? What's the place in Lord of the Rings? Mordor. You know what I meant. Mordor. When you get the Mordor fucking you shall not pass here farts. Gondor.
Yeah,
Jesus
you're
Christ.
not the fart comic until you start ripping ass on stage.
I have.
become like the
2
Gallagher.
times. I have 2
You
times.
should. There you go. You're the Gallagher
have
of
2
ripping
times.
ass. 2 times? Do you put the microphone right on your asshole when you're doing it?
2 times. I feel bad because there's comics that have to go after me, and I'm like, I'm not a complete piece of shit. I don't want to do that to a guy. My humor may not be his, and we might have actual beef. Greg farted in the fucking microphone.
No,
So I've done it twice. It's a special occasion.
Most of the microphones smell worse than ass.
It's true.
They don't clean them that
No,
much.
you can't. What are you gonna soak them in water?
There
They're
has to
electronic.
be a cleaner for microphones. There's a cleaner.
Comedy microphones so awful.
Oh yeah, they get there and then it's. I would actually prefer somebody to fart on it before I get onto it, just to clear it out a little bit.
Have you woken up your girlfriend from farts?
No, I don't really. I'm not a wake up and ass ripper. I don't do that. Unfortunately, I wish
I've
I
woken
could.
up several times, several farts. Just one time, I still laugh about it because I was in the other room and a thing came out of my body that was disruptive to the building. It was unreal. And it woke my girl up, and she was like, "Was that real?" And then we just laughed. We just laughed because she was dead asleep. This is when I worked at Trader Joe's. I'm getting up at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. You know how loud you have to fart? It was like, it moved me. You're just like, oh.
That's the one thing I miss. So we don't fight about anything. We're not one of those couples. We get along. We don't have arguments, but the only conflict is she doesn't fucking find my farts funny. And we've never had a bonding experience over me ripping ass.
She's got to go. She's got to go. Your fiance's got to go.
Should I call it off?
The ex-girlfriend that broke up with me for farting, we did end up getting back together after the fart, but it didn't last very long. But then I had to fart outside. I had to be conscious of it and leave the room. And I'm a motherfucking farty guy. All right, I fart, and I would constantly just be living outside farting. But then it became more funny to me because I was outside ripping ass and they were loud, and I would just laugh. And I'd come in and she'd be all pissed off and not amused. And then I was going outside. I was being respectful. It's like, what do you want?
Do you think it's your diet? Have you tried changing your diet, or is this
absolutely
your
my diet.
biology? Oh, okay.
It's my diet and my biology. I'm probably lactose and I don't give a fuck, and I eat milk and cheese and
Have
shit.
you tried probiotic pills? That's what my mom told me.
Yeah,
to take,
and
but
it
they
makes
didn't
me
work.
fart even more. So I love probiotic. And this is a fart-heavy show.
You can't go wrong with talking about fart. And it does sort of sound like you're saying my name over and over again.
Fard. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, his last name is Kevin Fard with the
Yeah.
D. So
I have to spell out my name
Kevin Fart.
when I go to court.
Fart.
So when I go to court and make an appearance, because there's a person. I'm the worst. I don't even know what you call them. The
typographer. What are they called?
Stenographer.
So no, I was going to say
I
stenographer.
was
but I didn't want to
close.
sound stupid. Okay.
Stenographers.
So they write down everything you say, and when I go Kevin Fard appearing on behalf of or I go Kevin Fard, and then I spell it out Fard, because you don't know the shit. They don't think it's Fard because they think it would be Ford. So and they don't want to put fart, so they'll put like sard or all this shit. So I have to spell it out every time. But I like my name sounding like fart. It builds character. Well, you're gonna edit that out too? I'm just, I'm trying to get deep here.
I was thinking it probably doesn't build a good case in the court of law, but it builds character. They're like, oh, he's the fart lawyer. I'm the fart comic. You're the fart lawyer.
Didn't hurt in your case.
No,
It didn't.
he won my case. Condemnation, baby.
Condonation.
He used to always leave me these weird voicemails saying, "Say it, Craig. Condemnation."
Well, so
To prep me
that's
for my
how we.
case.
The reason we won your case is I don't even know what the code is that does unemployment. That's how much I don't care. But when you gave me it, I went and looked up the code sections.
It was 1333B.
Yeah, that. Here, let's find it out.
Oh, great. Bringing paperwork into a podcast.
Whatever. So
Fucking lawyer.
I saw this little section that says they can't condone your behavior. Condonation, okay? So I was telling Craig, this is what's going to win your case. Condonation. Say it. Say condonation. And I made him say it 100 times. Then we go to the hearing, and in the hearing, I say condonation. And you could see the judges, it click in his mind. I saw it click in his mind. And he's all, oh. And then, so we get this your decision, and what does it say in it all over it? It says they condoned your behavior, condoning condonation.
He actually
a
told
genius.
me they condoned your
Yeah,
farts.
they condoned it.
He did. He said to me with his big walrus mustache. He was a nice judge. Trader Joe's didn't even show up to defend my my condonation.
Yeah, it's just an insurance issue. It's really nothing. I mean, you won the case, but you won being unemployed. It's not not the biggest victory.
I'm a winner.
It's like, yeah.
That was pretty good. We hit an hour yet.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What are we at?
Hour and 2 minutes.
Ooh.
Is that what you want to hit? An hour?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hit it.
Should we wrap it up?
I'm done.
I don't think we're gonna get better than the.
Yeah.
Thank Tanner.
Thank you, Tanner, for your lovely dinner bell fart story. I truly enjoyed it.
We
It
hope
made
you
me
find
laugh
a girl that
wholeheartedly.
doesn't.
And any girl that fires you for a fart or dumps you for a fart, I just so burned into my brain. Fired for farting, dumped for farting. What's the difference? They don't deserve your love and your farts. So go find somebody else that deserves them. And actually, my mother told me that because I farted, or I don't know. She's like, I don't know if I made that up or not, but I believe she told me if a girl doesn't like you for who you are, and you fart in front of her, and she dumps you, then she's a cunt whore.
Well, the dumping
I can't.
the dumping is pretty. So it's okay that she doesn't like the farts. Like my lady doesn't like the farts, but I don't think she would go as far as to, break up with me over farting. That if she wasn't the.
If someone's gonna dump you for farting, then obviously it wasn't gonna work out to begin with. So, and that's fine. It's not meant to be.
This is the test.
Nobody's a cunt whore here.
Tanner, I think this is your test. Is what we've learned is every subsequent girlfriend you have, you need to just fucking rip ass at the dinner table.
Rip ass.
She'll be right, and that's the right family if they.
Yeah, and then
if they laugh or they don't, she doesn't dump you.
That's where bonds are made. Farting at the dinner table. Maybe just alone in a room with you and her. Anyways, keep farting, keep loving,
keep farting, and keep farting.
Keep being keep eating 100 milligrams of THC and thinking you're going to die because of panic and anxiety. And no, don't do that. Anyways, I'm gonna go hit my CBD pen because I'm an addict and I'm addicted. Thank you for giving me the good CBD, Care by Design, CBDBs, and ABX. And fucking cookies and all you motherfuckers giving me goods. Thank you. I love you all, my fan base. I appreciate you liking, subscribing, listening. Thank you. Have a good evening. This is Kevin Fart, my lawyer to the left of me.
At Kevin Fart. FARD.
We'll tag you. Don't worry.
on
No one's gonna
Instagram.
remember from listening.
I'm desperate.
At Kevin
Just
Fart.
fucking give me-
Thank you. I love you all. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Evening.